Yes, hi guys. This video is a reply mainly to a person, but I'm sharing it online, so maybe others can enjoy it as well. Someone has asked me how you can create a cylinder with a different top and bottom radius. So first off, the general way is you have over here the settings. So for example, if you make this a 25 radius, you finalize this, you kind of get something like this. But what if you have something, the person suggests, what if you have something imported? I guess it's probably something similar to a cylinder and wants to be able to customize that. So if I drag, let's say, a basic cylinder, and that's basically imported, kind of like you import something that's the basic settings, and now you want to modify that, you can no longer go to these settings in the generator. So what you do is, the basic idea is you go to selection over here. You have to go to polygon. If you're in face mode, you kind of start selecting individual faces. So you go over here to polygon, and then you can select this, and then you can press S for scale or click scale over here, and then you can change both of this, and I'm changing to 50. It's important to note that size and rate is doubled than radius. So I had a radius 50, which is a size of 100, and the same thing, a 50 size is a 25 radius. So if I finalize this, you see this basically gives me the same shape over here. But here's the problem with this approach also. What if I'm adding more details? So if I can add horizontal segments, okay, something like this, you have now a lot of details in this direction, the top face selection wouldn't work. So let's make this again as a 50 radius, and let's reset this. So I'll move let's move this out of the way a little bit. So I'm pressing M, or you click on move. Well, let's move this out of the way. Okay, so now if we're going to go and select this top polygon, you can give it a try if I show just how it works. You'll see once I start scaling this, it basically scales just this part and starts creating, you know, this type of stuff. It's not really doing the entire, I mean, it may be helpful if you want to do other things, whatever, so on, but that's not what this person's trying to do. So how do I scale something like this to make the same shape like this that has so many segments over here, as you can see? So you see these don't have segments in this direction, this has. So actually we have over here the taper would be the best approach for this. And the taper, same idea. I'll go over here. You can see we have settings where I position it. In this case, the bottom is okay. That's the default. So I'm going to taper by negative 50, I guess, to make it negative 50. And here you go. We created this basic shape over here. One more thing just to show that the same idea, you can select these. You can also select, let's say, the top vertex over here, and then you can start scaling this up or move it up and start converting this into a cone-like and so on. So there's a lot you can do with these type of selections. One other interesting fun fact, so if you want to take, for example, let's take even a shape without details. I'm actually not sure it'll work without details, but let's give it a try. You can go to magic blocks. Actually, it should work. You go to magic blocks, and you can convert this into a shape like this, kind of like Lego style, or you could play around with the block size to give it different approaches. The higher the block size, the more time it will take to process. It converts it into this, you see, it converts into a lot of different things. So that's another interesting thing you can do. And finally, the last, I'm gonna show you another fun fact that you can actually create interesting stuff by doing, let's see, let me reset the default value. Let me just make the height for, let's say, 5. Make the height for 5, and let's finalize this. So, oops, I didn't click on the 5. Okay, so finalize this. And now let's go another interesting thing. If you want to make a different type of blocks, you can go to extrusion. So if you go to extrusion, and in extrusion you have an option, advanced settings. So I'll extrude it by 5, and then I'll go I'll add the option over here. I'm going to add an inset option. I'm going to inset, I haven't tested these values before, so my values may be not doing exactly what I wanted, but let's repeat this by 10 times. It's probably not enough. I mean, certainly not enough. 10 times 5 is not enough, but let's just give a try the example what this will give me. And this gives me this approach where I am actually creating something like this. So yeah, but actually it is based on the inset. Okay, so you have to calculate the math to see the numbers, but you can play with all these other stuff. So this kind of what gives you a different type of block approach you can do. You can the same thing do with copy offset and make simply copies. And copy offset, you have the same idea, all of these settings, and then you can do a Boolean union or merge them. So there's a lot you can do, even with the basic cylinders. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if you want me to explain anything else. Thank you.